Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a modern compendium for intellectuals. My name is Ken, and today we're going to learn math. Now, what math? We're going to learn addition and subtraction. First, why learn that? Why learn math? Because here in this math today, we're going to learn that will help you change not the world, help you change your thinking. When you change your thinking, you can start to change people. Now, when would I use this and how? Here's an example. My house has 6 people. Me, my parents, and my siblings. Now, we're not here all at the same time. My father and my mother, they have to work. I have college. My brother and sister have kindergarten, elementary school, middle school. So we all have different times and we're not here all the time. So I would say that we have about 3 people in the house at one time. Why can I say that? Because at one time, we usually have 3 people gone doing something, 3 people outside. So, simple math, you do 6 subtract 3, which will get you your answer of 3. So, math. Specifically, addition is what we're going to start with. Addition is just like counting. I learned this is counting recently. Counting is just using numbers to help describe your world and what you see. 1, 2, 3, etc. Now, addition is taking those and what you've counted and bringing them together. Example. Well, I have 3 pencils right here. But someone else gave me one more. How do I know how many I have? Well, you count this side, you count this side. Example, 3 here, 1, 2, 3, 1 here, 1. You bring them together, you count 1, 2, 3, 4. Ergo, I now have 4 pencils. But when you have bigger numbers, that gets a little hard because you cannot always use your hand and you cannot always use objects. When you get to bigger and bigger things, you need to think different. How? Say I am thinking about I have 10 toys at home, but this space over here with my friend has 5. How do we understand how many toys we have all together? Can't use your hands, can't use your toes. This is where you would break it down into smaller things until you start to understand it more. Ergo, I have 10 here and I have 5 here. So let's add 5 to 10. In doing that, we can just count up from 10. So we have, put it in this hand, we have 10, and then one more is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Simple, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from 10. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. But you still can't always do that, because then things get even bigger and bigger. Say now we have 23 oranges and we have 14 bananas. How do we understand? How do we know how much food we have? Well, take both of these, you bring them together, and you count. Example, we have 23 oranges, 14 bananas. So we go 23, you're going to say 24, it's 1, 25, it's 2, 26, 3, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. That's our answer. That gets hard, because if you're counting with dots, you're counting with pen and paper, you're counting with fingers, that gets hard. But you can move on to something different. And this is where you start doing counting with big numbers on paper. Example, I have 214, right? And I want to add 24, okay? So you take 214 plus addition plus 24, and you put them together. 4 plus 4, put those together, and that becomes 8. You have 1 plus 2, put them together, that becomes 3. You have 2 plus 0, that becomes 234. Simple, right? And these can get more difficult later on. But teacher, what happens when you have bigger numbers? Say, I want to take 4 and add 7, doing it like this. Glad you asked. Well, we know that 4 adding 7 is equal to 11, right? But we can't do that here and just throw 11 down, because that would change it later when we have bigger numbers. So what do? We take our remainder down here. What do? We take 10, what's in that 10, and we move it up. And we leave what's left right here. So now we have 1, and we have 10 over here, plus these numbers. So that 1 gets added to 2 zeros in this example, and that becomes 11. I'll show a few more examples on the screen here to help it make sense. So there's one here, here, here. Now, subtraction. Subtraction, it's similar to counting backwards. Remember 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Example, I have 4 pencils, but someone takes 2 away. How many do I have? That's 1, 2 left. But when numbers get bigger, it's hard. Say you have 13 apples and your horse eats 4. How many do you have? Well, you can take it and you can say, oh, I have 13 apples here. Sorry, not 14. And I'm going to count down from there. So I have 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Okay, you can do that. But when it gets bigger, it's even more hard. Big, big, big numbers, you have to shrink down. Example, you take it and you say, I have 92 dollars. I lost 17. How much did I spend? How much? Well, take these numbers and you say 2 minus 7. I can't do that. I don't know. Well, take it from here, subtract 1, say this is from 9 to 8, and this is now 12. You know 12 minus 7. That's 5. Then we take our new number, which is 8 minus 1, and do that math. There you go, our answer, $75. You can keep doing this with bigger and bigger and bigger numbers. But things get even more difficult from here when we get into multiplication and division. If you liked the video, please subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.